Have you ever felt that these amazingly smart models like GPT-5 are getting somehow dumber when you use them, or at least they're not getting the output that you want? And for the most part, that is the incorrect way that you are communicating with them, aka the prompt which you're using with ChatGPT-5. So in this video, I'm going to give you two foolproof methods to create the perfect prompt for you every single time. And I'm also going to give you a free, very useful Chrome extension where you'll be able to save the prompts that you frequently use so they're accessible right there when you need them every time. Let's get stuck straight into it. The two methods are very nice and simple. The first one is the reverse interview method, and then the prompt builder assisted method. Let's go through the first one. The first one is the reverse interview method, and it's very, very simple. With this illustration, we can kind of see how it works already, but we're going to go through firsthand, don't worry. So you have an initial conversation where you create the initial prompt. Ideally, you provide it some background. You tell it what the inputs are going to be and what kind of output you are expecting from the GPT. We then use that prompt in a brand new conversation, we test it out, and the output of that prompt we give back to the original conversation, telling that GPT saying, hey, I don't like the output that you provided me with that prompt because of A, B, and C. And we do this kind of feedback loop until we're happy with the output. It is nice and easy. Let me show you a few tricks to keep yourself organized so you don't get lost throughout this whole thing. For this, what we're going to do is we're going to create a prompt where we're going to feed GPT a URL or a web link, and the GPT should then crawl that website and tell me all of the schema that I should add to the website. Schema, if you don't know, is a tiny bit of code that tells the search engines instantly and exactly what is on your web page. It really helps you get more found easier by the AI search engines. And I've got two websites here. One that's, funnily enough, ranking number 1 for the search term of plumber in Arizona, and another one that's on the 3rd page that this doesn't have any schema. So the idea for me is to give it this URL. It will scrape it, not only tell me the schemas that it needs, but also build it for me. This will make sense in a second. So I'm going to grab the URL and I'm going to go to ChatGPT and I'm going to start with the prompt and say something very simple like, I want you to build a high quality prompt where I can give you as an input the URL of a website. You are to crawl that page, understand it, and then tell me all the specific and possible schema that page should have from an SEO perspective. The output should just be the explanation of the schemas as well as the schema built in completion. So I've said this is going to be the input, a bit of a background, and then what I'm expecting the output to be. I'm going to hit enter and it should kind of right away give me a prompt that I can start using. Okay, fantastic. So now before I do anything else, what I really should do is make sure that I can kind of go back to this conversation nice and easy. And the way that I do that is I go to the chat of this name, and I like to rename it. And I like to put a very distinctive icon in there, other 2 hashtags or 2 stars or whatever. In this instance, I'm going to do 3, whatever that is, so I can instantly recognize it and I can go back to it. So with that saved, I'm going to save the whole prompt and I'm going to start a brand new conversation. I'm going to paste the prompt in there. I need to place the URL, which we're testing this out for. And I'm going to place that in there and see what happens. Perfect. So now I can see that I didn't really get the answer that I wanted at all. Right, so I'm going to say, give this back to the original prompt and say, I tested it. This was the output. Put that in inverted commas. Please ensure that you fix this by the prompt having the ability to activate the search functionality right away so that the GPT can crawl that website and give me the feedback or the response that I want. And now we don't have to kind of go through the whole thing again. This conversation has the memory of what we were trying to do initially. Okay, now I'm going to start a brand new conversation, go back here again, and placing the URL where I should need to do it. Perfect, so now finally I'm starting to get the output that I want. It's giving me a page summary. It's understanding the plumbing bright services, and it's even giving me the recommended schemas. So local business, service, organization, contact point, offer, that makes sense. Specific opening hours, image object. Yep, these are all spot on. And let's see if the schema is actually working. I can do a little test to make sure that the AI just isn't giving me random code here. I'm going to go back here in the rich result test, I'm going to click the code icon there and paste that in there and test the code. So I can see that it generated the schema, half of it was right, but I have a lot of invalid items, so it's not quite doing its job correctly. Now we just need to reiterate, go back to the original conversation and say, here was the output, but this is what was wrong with it. So again, now I can go back to where I saved it here. And now I've placed all the input and say, hey, you created some of the schema correctly, but if you see the screenshot, some of it is incorrect. Think about this prompt again and give me another version that I can test. Cool. And now all of a sudden you see that it's creating a prompt that is a lot more extensive and it has a lot more strict rules. So let's test that out once it's ready to go. Okay, perfect. So now I've got strict rules. I've got detection logic. I even have validation checklists. So things that I probably wouldn't have been able to think on my own, if I'm honest, but let's give this a go now. I'm going to copy the final output. I think this will be the one for us. I'm going to paste it in there and I'm going to try once again the URL that we wanted to test out. Okay, so now it's really thought about this a lot more before it went straight to it. Let's copy this code now, the output. I'm going to go back to the rich results test. I'm going to paste it in here and see what's happened this time around. Okay, perfect. So now I've got 4 validated items and they're all working perfectly. So great. It seems that our prompt is now working. You've got this final output here. We're going to make sure that we don't forget that this is the final prompt because I'm going to show you where you can save these later. So that's the reverse engineer method done. The next one is just a prompt builder assisted. We're going to use 2 tools that you're going to give a very messy prompt to, and they're going to automatically make it almost perfect in the first try. You can also do a bit of a variant loop here to test it out, but for the most part, it's going to be pretty spot on. The first tool that I really like is called Prompt Cowboy, and at least as of the time of this recording, it's completely free. And here, when you make an account that is for free, you can create a standard prompt, reasoning prompt, a deep research prompt, one for a custom agent, and even for VO3, the video generation prompt. So I'm going to just go standard prompt, and I'm going to say, let's use the first initial prompt that we use in this conversation so that, it's kind of fair in comparing the prompts here. So I'm going to hit enter. Perfect. So already this is pretty good. Already this is really good, but on the right-hand side, we can see improve your prompt. And it's also even giving you the type of follow-up questions. What type of website is it? If you add that information, it might make a better prompt. The specific type of schema goals. Improve searchability. Perfect. Technical complexity, basic schema markup. I'm going to go improve prompt. So it kind of sees the prompt that it's written and it's analyzing itself and giving you a few options on how it can improve that. Okay, perfect. Let's copy this and test this out. When you copy it, you can already open it to ChatGPT right away, Claude, and even Gemini, but I'm going to copy it here. I'm going to start a brand new conversation and I'm going to paste it. And again, I'm going to use the same website URL that we're using before, just to keep everything nice and fair. Okay, now it's giving me the schema in the first try. It's giving me one though, just a simplified schema, but let's test it out right away. I'm going to go to the rich results test, put in the code, paste it in here, and just validate it to make sure that it's not making up stuff and it's actually writing the correct code. So right away, 2 validated items. It's working pretty well. So Prompt Cowboy is a really, really fun, useful tool to make your prompts really, really useful from the first go. Now, the second one is a tool directly from OpenAI called Optimize for GPT-5. I'll leave the link for this below. You can see here that you right away can place in your prompt here. So again, to keep things very fair, I'm going to use the same prompt that we did before. So for all 3 or 2 tools and the other additional method, we're going to use the same initial bad prompt that I've created. I'm going to go optimize here and see what happens. This is using best practices from OpenAI. So perhaps if you're using ChatGPT, this might be the best option for you, but let's test the output. Okay, well, now I've got a pretty extensive prompt: role and objective, plan execution, instruction, validation, output structure, example output, context. I mean, wow, out of all of them, this is by far the best one. It's also told you the review changes, what it did. I'm going to hide those changes there. I'm going to copy the whole thing. I think this will probably be the best one. Now, longer prompt doesn't necessarily mean a better prompt, but I feel like this is going to be pretty good. I'm going to start a brand new conversation. I'm going to give it a URL and let's see. Now, this gave it to me slightly different. And the reason for that is because this is predominantly for if using ChatGPT in the API, which changes things a little, but because I don't really want this output here. And I'm just going to say this will be used for the normal ChatGPT interface. Can you make sure that the output is formatted and structured correctly so that we can copy the code snippet easier? Okay, a couple of review changes. Let's test this new one out. I'm going to paste the prompt in there. And finally, I need to get the website URL again. Okay, now it's given it to me still a little bit funky, but I just want to test if it's going to work anyway. It might not, and therefore you know which tool to use right away. Yeah, I don't think this will work. Perfect. It didn't. So now you know this one is definitely more if you're using ChatGPT via the API and you want to format it in specific ways. Now, we know that this prompt worked very well. So how do we save this nice and easy all the time? Well, in the video description below, I'm going to leave you this prompt that I built a long while ago, but I still think it's very useful. It's completely free, by the way, and it's called the Prompt Saver. When you install it in your Chrome, you'll see it here, and you want to click it, and it's got the ability to view prompts and add new prompts. Now, you won't have any here. You see, I've got a bunch. I actually saved my API keys, which probably not the best thing for me to do, but you can add a prompt. It's got a dark mode as well. By going to add new, you can enter the prompt here. So I've just copied the prompt that was given me by Prompt Cowboy. You want to name it here. So schema generator, for example. You want to add a tag. I've got a couple here already. I'm going to put it in the SEO tag and the folder. I'm going to go SEO prompts as well. I'm going to save the prompt. Now for me to find it, it's really easy. I can either type schema and I can see it here, schema generator. Or I can filter through the tags or the folders. The folders are indicated by the main line here until I find the SEO prompts. Here's all the SEO prompts. I've got a content outline generator, image prompt generator. Where is the schema? And there's the schema generator. So if I copy that now and I go to a new chat, it's copied in my clipboard so I can paste that right away. Really handy, easy, free tool that I reckon you should download and start using if you have a lot of prompts that you use on a regular basis. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to learn a little bit more about SEO and how to rank your website #1 in the AI search engine, I've done a huge tutorial over here. You can go watch that now. Thanks for watching.